Hello everyone, my name is Ivo and welcome to Cooking with the Koyas. Today folks, I'd like to share with you a very simple way to cook the perfect broccoli. Yes, tasty and healthy and simple, a no-fail way to make perfect broccoli. And you know what folks, broccoli, very good for you. As you know, it's a superfood full of vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants. And it's not hard to cook. And the way we're going to cook it today, folks, no special utensils, no steaming racks. We're not going to load it with spices, and we're not going to cake it full of cheese. We're going to leave it in its natural state. We're going to cook it, and I'm going to show you how we dress it. It's going to be delicious and healthy. Let's get started right now. So for this recipe, folks, all we need is a pot with a lid. That's it. So we're going to start off by putting about a 1/2 inch of water into the bottom of this pot. That's all you need, is about 12 millimeters. Just a little bit of water in the bottom of this pot. Okay, so I got about a 1/2 inch of water in there. Now we take our broccoli. Now this is a broccoli crown. It's missing the stem part, but if you have the stem, first of all, you can cut the stem off here. But with that stem, don't throw it out. You could use it in soups, or you can remove the skin and the inside will still be tender. But what I like to do is just remove a thin layer of where it's been cut. Okay, and after it's been washed, quite simply, with the broccoli upside down, I just take my knife and I cut each individual broccoli stick. Broccoli trees, as we used to call it with the kids. And basically cut the size that you want and just place them in this pot. Okay, so I'm going to continue cutting, and of course they're not all going to fit, so I'm going to layer them on top of each other. It's no problem, folks, okay? It's no problem at all. Okay, and then here's a real nice big one. I'll just cut that in half. There we have it. Okay, our pot is loaded. It's got a little bit of water. All the broccoli is stacked in there. Lid goes on. Let's make our way to the stove. Okay, here's a closer look at our broccoli, and it's kind of hard to see, but there is water in there. Okay, and now let's fire up our stove. I'm going to put it on high to begin with. And what we want to do is we want to bring that water to a boil. So let's just give this a minute and bring that to a boil. Okay, it's been a minute or so, and we're getting there, folks. There's not a lot of water there to heat up, but we're getting there. If you can see, there's a boil going. You could check here. You can see the water is boiling now. So, on goes the lid. I'm going to leave it on medium-high. Just drop it down just a bit. And then let's get our timer going for 3 minutes. We're going to start the timer going, and we're going to let it cook for 3 minutes with the lid on. Okay, there we go. Timer's up. Our 3 minutes are up, so now I'm just going to turn the gas off, and we are going to let this just rest with the lid on for 5 minutes. Okay, so 5 minutes. Whoops, 5 minutes, and then we'll come right back at you, and I'll show you how we're going to dress these broccoli. Okay, timer's up, folks. It's been 5 minutes. Now, I would like to say a minimum of 5 minutes. If you're preparing dinner, you could leave this and let it sit. It could sit longer. It's fine, but you want at least 5 minutes. And I want to point this out to you as well. I told you no fancy equipment. I'm using a pot with a little steam hole here on the lid. But I want to tell you, you don't need that steam hole, okay? I just used this pot just because it had a clear lid for you to see what I was doing. Otherwise, just a regular lid is perfectly fine. This one just happened to have a steam hole. Okay, speaking of steam hole, yes, there's going to be some steam. So let's take our broccoli and let's plate it. And then I will show you how we're going to dress this broccoli. Okay, so I'll take them one by one out. Of course, there's water in the bottom, right? Beautiful broccoli, folks, beautiful broccoli. Gotta have your vegetables, right? Okay, I eat everything, folks. I have a vegetable every day. I have a variety of different foods, but there's always a veggie on the menu. Okay, I'll dress that up a little better, and then I'll show you. Let's get it dressed, and then of course the taste test. Okay, it's still steaming hot, and again, we just steamed it, so we didn't boil it. You boil it, you remove nutrients. This is very, very cooked, very healthy. So now, salt. You don't have to use salt, but you can. So I'm going to say salt to taste. Everyone's taste is different. Okay, so you add salt to taste, and then the clincher right here, folks. Extra virgin olive oil. Get a good extra virgin olive oil. Pour it right over those broccoli flowers there, right over the florets. And don't be shy. This is good extra virgin olive oil. Right? Put it right on top, and we're going to make this broccoli even healthier. Look at that right there, folks. Okay, now you could also, if you want, sprinkle a little garlic powder on here, but we're keeping things very simple today. This is how my mother made broccoli: salt and extra virgin olive oil. And in fact, if you're having a hard time finding a good extra virgin olive oil, I have a video I did just recently. I'll put a link in the description for you. It'll help you buy the perfect olive oil. Okay, folks, it looks good, but I hope it tastes good. Taste test coming up right now. Yes, folks, look at here. Can I get excited about broccoli? You bet I can. Why not, right? All foods. Look at that beautiful dish of broccoli right there, folks. Cooked to perfection, dressed nice and gently dressed. So let's take, I will take a small piece here. Let's take this piece right here. Look at there, folks. Okay, healthy broccoli. First bite, I'm gonna take that whole head of broccoli, hold the floret right off. Folks, what I want to point out here is this broccoli, you see how it's not falling apart. It's not overcooked, okay? If it was overcooked, it'd be soft and mushy and falling apart. If it was undercooked, you might as well eat it raw, which is healthy too, by the way. But it's not raw, it's not overcooked. It's that right in between stage, what I call perfect. It's soft on the outside, and then as you chew, it's got a semi-firm inside. It's absolutely perfect. It won't fall apart, cooked perfectly, dressed very nicely, very simple Italian way. Health food all the way, folks. Broccoli. If you have trouble cooking with it or cooking it, try it this way. Nothing fancy, it'll come out perfect every single time. And you know my other favorite vegetable is rapini, and I did a video on that a while ago, and if you're interested in cooking rapini, I'll put a link in the description for you too, because that's another superfood. It's all about healthy vegetables, healthy eating, cooking in the kitchen, folks. That's the place to be. Cooking it yourself, putting it on the table, enjoying a meal. That's what it's all about. Hope you give this simple broccoli recipe a try. And until next time, folks, thanks for joining, and buon appetito. It's just simply cooked perfectly and so easy.